And good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. It's Gyro again. And it's time for BMW Sim Cup in the whirling turboed noise of the BMW hybrid. We got Nathan. We got Ben. We may have other people coming in and out.
Morning, folks.
On your left. Hold your line.
Right now, Nathan
Clear
is
left.
doing a quick
side.
run on the race
left.
setup. Okay, so I just noticed netcode is going to be a big problem here again. Because that 0 to 4x was over a meter away from you. Okay, so we're going to cut over to the new session while Nathan practices the very important and tight pit entry. There will be someone that screws up that during the race.
Guaranteed.
So Nathan, how are you this afternoon?
I'm very good. You take some painkillers first. Might be even better.
And Ben, how are you, sir?
I'm tired from the nerves last night, but I didn't finish until 7 a.m.
How did the effort go?
I went really well.
Nice.
Which session did you do?
The only one that I had anyone who could drive with me started at 2 a.m.
Yeah, like he had
Oh.
the yeah. Yeah, I think it's like the third and last session of NEC for the weekend. I think they only have 3 time slots these days.
I thought the last time slot was today.
I don't know. After the long load time of Nürburgring,
Radio check. Spotter, radio check.
it's
This must
weird.
feel quick.
It's weird to have this. I'm like, oh yeah. All right, so there's the race set. Let's see. Okay, so we are the 5th highest rated team overall, but we are the 2nd highest rated team in our class.
Oh.
No, correction, we are the 3rd highest. So let's see if we have any. Okay, Midwest Esports, we've raced with them before. We've had the 044 car, we've raced with them before.
We have. I think
Video Killed the
well.
Radio Stars has fielded a team, so we're going to have a new wave team driving amongst us. So let's.
You've done the set, right?
Yeah, it's on the race setup right now. So go ahead and head on out there. Okay, so track conditions. So track is moderate low. It is 23 Celsius ambient, 44 Celsius track temp. It is noon in the Finger Lakes region of New York for this. But moderate low. And remember, friends, the DQ limit is only 25. One fast repair. We have had to use that every race so far due to a variety of things. So we're hoping not to use it today and just have a good, clean run. So that lobby we were just in is saying it was moderate grip. So I'm wondering with the moderate low grip, we're going to get some tire deg on the left side on this first stint because there's no rubber down.
Ooh.
Oh, hello. Yep. Yeah. That's his grip. Yeah, go ahead and come in and get a little damage on the left front.
Grip or lack thereof, it just spun the tires up.
It just spun the tires, yeah. So,
160 meters.
the reason why I'm mentioning all this to Nathan, for those who are coming on, is Nathan has a lot more mileage around here than I do in this car. And so, being a good boy, I did a lot of practice.
3, 2, 1. Box now.
And what I found for me is I have to stay off the curbs. I have to stay off the curbs. Oh, there you go.
Pit exit's clear.
And the track state I just practiced in is the state I'm going to inherit after an hour and 20 minutes. So I now know what the track is going to evolve itself to be. So I'm not going to be doing a lot of practice in this session because it just doesn't help me. But Nathan needs more immediate.
Yellow flag.
Oh, who's gone off the road? Yep, BMW doing BMW things. And so this car on very cold tires is almost a numb feeling in the front because the rears get going very quickly. So you have the first lap where all the tires are kind of low and getting with it. The second lap is the tricky lap here because the rears are good, but the front tires are hot trash.
Radio check.
And so...
Car right. Clear right.
with the Cadillac being naturally aspirated and just a hybrid unit slapped on top of it, it's going to be very interesting to see how that car gets up to operating pressure and temperature.
Right side. Clear right.
So BMW Sim Cup open to the M4 GT3 and the BMW Hybrid. Team event, going to have 2 drivers. And the curbs are going to be very interesting.
Leader has just done a
On your right. Clear right.
Nathan, as you saw, able to bounce it over the curb. I try to avoid a lot of the curb. And it's very much, I would say, a risk-reward proposition with the curbs here.
Car left. Clear left.
And that's why you put your star player in first. So for those who want a good read into the iRacing patch notes, they've done a pre-release. It is very, very detailed.
Right.
And I want to say publicly, full marks to iRacing this season. Overall, they've gotten a lot of things right. I think that is a very fair statement. They've gotten a lot of things right.
No, don't say that. As soon as any of them hear that, it'll be, alright boys, pack it up. Gyro says we've done everything right. We're good now.
Nope. There are some things that they still need to work on.
Oh,
Nothing's ever perfect.
nah, of course. I was
But
joking.
this this has been a very, very interesting and mostly forward-going season. I think that would be a fair statement.
Very fair.
Now, in the patch notes, there's a couple things I'm going to read out to you that I just
Car
noticed.
behind has just done a 133.2.
The Ferrari GT3 has lost the ability to have launch control,
7 Fahrenheit.
and there was an issue, a glitch with it. They have fixed that. The F4
20
has
minutes
had a
remaining, 20 minutes left.
retuning where the stiffness of the nose mounts nose front wing has been lowered, i.e. more damage.
On your left. Clear left.
P2, that puts you 0.2 off the pace. Your lap time was 130.7.
For the Mercedes,
On your left. Clear left.
the length of dampers has been increased. The updated Porsche 911 GT3, if you have purchased it within the last 6 months, you get a full refund. If you have purchased it a year ago or 6 months plus 1 day, you get 50%. And then otherwise, you get a 25% refund. So very generous of iRacing and Porsche.
Car
That
right.
car has a 4.2 liter flat six.
And the old one is going legacy.
Yes,
And
the
it's
old
gonna
one's
be
going legacy.
$3.
And it's going to be, yeah, basically $3. Now,
Offside. Clear
for you
left.
radical fans, I got great news for you. Quote, vehicle physics have been significantly updated, including tires, aerodynamic properties, and differentials. Translation, I think they're going to fix the SR10. So we will be driving that during patch week to see if that has been improved. Our beloved overpowered grocery cart, the Renault Clio, now has a new damage model. The Formula Ford 1600, they're going to fix an issue with master cylinder diameters. So I think the braking is going to get a little bit more smooth.
The leader's just done it.
Right side. Clear right.
And looking at the road courses, the typical minor fixes, the announcement about Aragon. So Aragon has 7 layouts. 7.
They didn't say how many layouts Willow has, does it?
I haven't read that yet. We're about to find out together.
On your right.
It only looks like it's 1 layout. They didn't get all the other layouts in yet. And that may be because of the rendering issues.
Could be. Also, there's
So-
like 20 layouts of Willow.
Yeah, it's gargantuan.
Like, especially if they're going to try start including like the shelf and all that.
Mhm. So,
Right side. Clear right.
I'm deliberately running offline just so you can understand the braking of it.
yep.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
No, I realized what you were up to because you're driving this as if I got to drive around cars.
Yeah.
And this is on race fuel, and we're 3rd in the session. And I know you're not pushing that car very hard. You're kind of
No.
On your right.
just being moderate.
Clear right.
To give you an idea, those are the lap times, and we are on race fuel, not quali. So yeah, I would say iRacing, this is a major release.
Car right. Clear
And
right.
it certainly looks like they're laying the groundwork for rain.
Car left. Clear left.
Oh, Maximilian Simrath is in our group.
Yeah, we're going to have to be very leery of him. So, so yeah, this is going to be all about survival. I got a message in the Discord asking how was Nathan and I going to race this, and I'm going to answer that now. The thing about the Glen is there's 3 things you have to remember. 1, track position is everything.
You're currently 1.8 seconds off the leader's pace.
2,
Left side. Clear
the
left.
pit
Okay,
entry
right, 15
catches
minutes left,
people
that's
out.
15 minutes.
And so Nathan and I have already practiced pit entry
Car right. Clear right.
because we know we're going to gain some time. Because there's going to be people that come roaring off of the final corner and go, oh gosh, the commit cone's right there. Meanwhile, Nathan has gone airborne in the first bus stop corner. Respect. So that's the second thing. But the third thing is traffic management is key.
Yellow flag.
Okay, slow car going now. There it is. And so our big thing is...
Left side. Clear left. Left side. Still there.
Okay, I give the 40 car credit there. They actually have a little bit of racecraft.
Clear left.
The way they just manufactured that pass. Let's see, who is the 40 car? The W Bros Motors. Okay, they got a little bit of race acumen about them. But as you see, traffic is going to be huge.
Right side. Clear right.
So 17 hybrids. $33
Clear right.
M4s. So we're gonna have a lot of traffic, Nathan, all race.
On your left. Clear left.
So that's going to be fun.
This set, I think, has a slight touch of more aero than some of the others.
Car left. Clear left.
Because now now that the tires are going, you can feel how stable it is now.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's going to be the key. Traffic management. There's so many, and so here's where qualifying may actually matter just a little bit,
Car
because
left. Clear left.
Nathan is going to be very focused on getting the car forward, because you have to clear the hybrid traffic a little bit.
Car
Oh,
right.
as
Clear
you
right.
see and there is the example. Now that was funny. Netcode took off the whole rear and gave you back the rear wing for free. That is funny. But you now see, folks, that's the challenge. Okay, so we now know when we... Okay, so that was all netcode. Like... So, is Major still running?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Well, no, yeah, it should be still running.
Okay, so that explains why the netcode is bad. Just like yesterday for NEC, Andy and I had terrible netcode all the way through.
Yeah, I think there's was it 8 or 9 splits for majors? So
Yeah, and they're all packed.
yeah,
So with that going on, we're going to have to be mindful of it. So now let me give you a quick tour here, a leisurely tour. As I
Car approaching. Stay behind
do
the white
drive
line.
this a little bit more leisurely than Nathan does.
On your left. Clear left.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 103 Fahrenheit.
The track temp is 40. Nathan?
Is it?
Yep, track temp is 40.
Yep.
Okay, so bus stop, cold tires. I'm at the foreboard. And the thing I'm concerned about is hitting the curb as least as possible on cold
Okay,
tires.
Glen, 10 minutes to go. That's 10
Because
minutes
these
left.
fronts do not have any grip. And yes, for those inquiring, yes, the March to 1600 is still on.
B4.
We're at 1598. We did gain points yesterday after a dogged recovery drive where we spent an hour in the pits and still got points.
Well done.
Oh, it was brutal, dude. I mean, Andy goes out, does a great outlap. GT3 takes us out. So, we lose 2 laps, right? But all the Toyotas were having issues. Like, all the Toyotas were getting beat up on pretty good. On the next outlap, the 56 BMW, and for those wondering, yes, that car was protested. I had a whole pattern of conduct. Punt Andy again. 40-minute repair. We put on 3 rear wings to make that race work.
3.
3. That is how tough that race was. So we sat in the pit an hour, but in true full tilt fashion, we fought our way all the way to the end, and we got lucky. And we got 8th. And scored a little scant.
Car left. Clear left.
So this corner here I'm in, the GT3s can actually get through it faster than the hybrids. And people are not going to remember that. Oh, nope. You are not on the racing line, sir.
Right side. Clear right.
But full credit, you are pitting, and therefore you were trying to do the right thing. So well done to that individual. Yeah, the track state is so different.
30.2.
The you notice as the fronts come in
Fastest
Yeah.
lap for Holland.
that when
30.2.
all the corners of the boot, the front, if you do not brake correctly, the front wants to get away from you like instantly.
New fastest lap for Rybas. 129.8.
So here's the boot here, folks. We're going to have the downhill left-hander. And what I'm talking about is the car wants to push. This is the heel. Now we're heading to the toe. And every one of these corners is kind of a similar speed. And when you come out, this is the tricky one because this is actually off camber.
On your right. Clear right. Car left. Clear left.
But they're slightly different. Every one of those corners is slightly different, but similar speed.
P6.
See, I think there are people doing quali runs now,
Yeah.
Nathan. We
Yeah, it's about
got
5 minutes left.
race pace like you wouldn't believe.
On your right. Clear right.
And Nathan is a little bit more confident on the curbs. I'm a little bit more cautious on the curbs. Just because of the elbow. Yeah. So it's 3 proper laps.
All right, Dwayne, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
I can feel how the like you know how you feel the car come in.
Yep.
It's 3 laps. Out lap 2. In this corner here, we're gonna see a lot of action. A lot of people go, "Oh, the Glen is so simple to drive," and I say, "Think again." The Glen is an easy track to learn. It's a hard track to drive well. Yeah.
It's a very hard track to master.
Yes. So if you look at kind of our lap time, so Nathan and I, with traffic and all that, we're actually similar, which is really good. And then when Nathan does Nathan things in open space, you can see how quick he goes. That's very encouraging to get into the low 32s, and I'm not driving the car very hard.
Nope.
So yeah, Nathan, go ahead and put on the quali set, and let's get a feel for that here. So the other thing that's interesting is the grip level is actually what I was practicing on. If that makes any sense. It's like,
At
you
least
know,
one
the
and a
way
half.
that the way that was
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white
do you have the
line.
quali
Watch your
set?
mirrors.
Yep.
Okay. The way that I was practicing, this is the grip condition. But I know I have to, because of my driving style, I have to avoid the bus stop curb. I have to drive it in a very cautious manner, but in a way that's really good, because you know I'm not going to be near the wall. If anything, you know, okay, Dwayne may be a little slow coming out, but he's going to have all 4 wheels on the asphalt.
Left side. Clear left.
So the Sim Magic P1000 pedals, Will, are very, very good. They're very good. So Nathan is now going to do a little quali test. And so you're going to see him be a little bit more aggressive.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
So but yeah, Nathan himself has had a very good season. He's had a lot of high places.
Okay, Dwayne, there's a car exiting the pit.
So he's definitely had very good performance.
Yellow flag.
No idea why that was there, but there you are. Yeah, I'm on Thrustmaster low cells, and they are the best bang for buck pedal you can get. By far. So Nathan trying to get the feel of the quali set with the track state. And yeah, once again to Jesse and Phil, our livery makers, Those gentlemen are going to be busy. Okay, track state for you. Track temp up to 42. Wind down, however. It's almost dead still out there. And the wind is very important because in the lobby, the wind was pushing the cars down the backstretch. And that is important. If you want wind, you want it
On your left,
into
clear
you
left.
on the backstretch because
P2, that's your best lap in the session. Checker flags out. P2.
there you go. Dude, we're right on the pace. We are seriously on the pace.
That's the end of the session.
Oh,
P2.
I did. Jesus.
Yep.
Doesn't even realize he does that quick of a lap.
No.
All right. So we're right on the pace. We are the second fastest car right now.
All clear on pit exit. You can push now. Okay, Dwayne, we've got 2 laps. Let's get this done.
Okay, so Nathan, what it looks like here is in the prototype class, we're like the bottom split.
Yeah.
But when you look at it overall, we're like the next to last split because of all the GT3s.
Yeah.
So you know the Muppetry is going to be strong. So Nathan now going out there, and once he gets near the place to qualify, we're going to go radio silent, and I'm going to encourage all of you to turn up your volume and enjoy the rapturous noise of this hybrid motor.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 96 Fahrenheit.
Okay, track temp is only 36, Nathan, so you're going to have a little bit more grip. All right, folks, we're going to go radio silent here and allow Nathan to do his thing. Let's enjoy the lap together.
P3.
Okay, so far, provisionally, we're third. You're right there, Nathan. We're going to be very close. Nathan absolutely driving that at the limit.
P4.
Now P4.
Ooh.
As more times get put in here. So the 044 put a 28 dead.
Ow.
Outlaw 28.9, Muppets Racing Blue 29.2. We're at 29.4. Remember I said the W brothers have good racecraft? They're 5th.
Yeah.
4th is not bad. I'll take that every
No,
day
it
of the
ain't
week.
bad at all. I'm still shocked with the 28 flat from 044.
Yeah, but look at their practice times. We have a very good race pace car. Okay, so Nathan, if not already, go ahead and let's switch over to the race set. And as we saw in his uninterrupted flying laps, grip. Couple spots where the rear tried to step out a little bit because of Nathan absolutely giving it the maximum.
Yeah, it looks like 044 put in their fast driver. Very fast 1K driver.
Are they tanking the IR?
I think so.
That code is going to be put into the Gunther this coming week. Like, it will flag if that driver has dropped.
Oh, yes, within the last 30 days, isn't it, that flag?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see. Leon. So we're going to look that gentleman up right now. Because tanking the IR is a big no-no for those wondering.
A massive thing in the sporting code, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's... Put it this way. After Nürburgring, there are some people that are still suspended.
On vacation? Yeah. They just went on a nice long vacation. For
Track temperatures
Yep,
increasing.
long
It's now
vacation.
104 Fahrenheit.
Okay, road. Okay, so in Leon's defense, believe it or not, he has not, it's not even close to tanking his IR.
That's the end of the session. P4.
He's just
I'm looking at the graph. Trust me, not a tank.
That's good. He's natural pace.
He has natural pace. So now we're going to grid up. We are P4.
Car number 5, which is right around where you think we should be.
So I think we're right where we should be in the scheme of things. So I think we're going to be on the inside line. No, correction, outside line.
We're on the outside into turn 1.
Which I like being on the outside because we can take avoiding action.
Yes.
Well, my friend, good luck.
Thank you, sir.
May the fortunes favor us boldly.
Yes.
We got a very, very good car for this. We know we have the race pace.
We have the racecraft.
Now we just need the luck. Very big GT3 field, though. So we're going to have a few laps of craziness, then the awkward pause, and then the traffic. So, yeah, so what we're going to really need to focus on here, Nathan, on this outlap is getting as much heat into the fronts.
Yeah.
So, obviously, obviously some braking. But to the credit of the hybrid field, they are all staged, and they were ready to go with 20 seconds left. Nice.
I think, yeah, they actually are all staged.
Hey,
It just
hey,
doesn't
for-
look like it.
112. The air temp is 75.
And the number 13 car already test driving the Cadillac livery.
Follow car number 18.
Is he?
In the right lane.
Yep. All right, pole sitter away. There's a good look of the entire field. Huge field for this split. So but for myself, last official race of the season, I think I've had a very, very good season.
That you have.
I have gained a fair bit of I rating. I've had a lot of success. So I've been very fortunate in that. But next year, the team is expanding to incorporate LMP3. And so,
All our inner dentists.
yep, right, break out all of our dentists and part doctors and people with a lot of money and not a lot of sense. Okay, FYI, the GT3 field is just entering the bus stop. So they've given us they've kind of given us that in between of have they given us enough space if something happens exercise.
Yeah.
So
is it 17 hybrids and 33?
something
GT3s?
like that. There's a lot of GT3s in this. A lot. Yeah. And luckily you'll be able to see the leader go. Once again, some very good liveries in this group. I have to admit, the livery game has definitely increased. I've noticed this season.
Yes, it has, very much so.
There have been some drop-dead gorgeous ones. Okay, so the 777, which is right behind you, directly in queue, they have been laying back trying to get some brake temp.
Yeah, I've been kind of sitting on my brake.
So
just to get.
let me take. I'm gonna take insurance. Yep, you got the fast repair checked already. Tires. Okay, we're good. We are good. All right, folks. Here we go. 2 hours.
All right, Dwayne, are you ready?
And we're going.
Go, go, go. 1 gallon remaining.
Leader handled that very well. Just decided to go.
Right side. On your left. Clear left.
Okay.
Clear left.
Oh, good bob and weave. Good bob and weave. You're fine. You're fine. No damage. No damage. You will be speed compromised though from the red car right behind you. So do not be afraid to go a little defensive just in case.
I think 40 didn't warm his brakes enough.
No, he didn't. Well, the 40's ahead of you, so but I know of what you're talking about. That car did not. It kind of stood on the brake a little bit, and the front's just immediately locked. Classic turn one spin out at Watkins. Okay, Nathan, double caution. Next lap is the transitory lap on the front, so be extremely alert on your braking here. One of the things to keep in mind, folks, is you only have 25 incidents before a DQ. There is no drive-through in this series at 17, so you cannot be sloppy. So Gunther has already had a check on the 044 car, and they are running a little bit less wing than we are. That may explain why on this fresh rubber they've just gone hell-bent for leather. Okay, you have a very slow GT3 coming up. You should now see him. Oh, big incident. Good avoidance. Good avoidance. That just took out third. Third was not paying attention.
Yeah, he was a little bit hyper aggressive. You can see it from the start.
Yep. And now he's paid the price. So I think the car behind you is pretty equal. You two are starting to draw away ever so slightly from Ashley and Tim behind you.
The gap behind is now 1.1.
And you're now go for optimal race conditions. The tires should be up now. So to give you a picture, it's breaking off in battle packs of 2. So you and Marco are together, Ashley and Tim are kind of together, then the next 2, and so on and so forth. Oh, there you go, Nathan.
The leader's just done a 129.4. There's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
Okay, checking on P2 here in the telemetry. Okay, so P2, looking at their straight line pace, they also are running a little less swing. Okay, big accident behind you. You're going to have a nice gap now. Marco's avoided it. Tim is by Ashley, but behind you, it's carnage. And you are starting to gap Marco, by the way, Nathan.
Excellent.
So for those wondering, this set is the same exact set we would have used for these 6 hours at Watkins Glen. So if there are those on the team that want to drive the BMW instead of the Caddy for that special event, we got the set for it, and this is a very good setup.
Yeah, it's very, very stable setup, that's for sure. And it's not completely trimmed out, so...
That last 31.1.
And as you see, now that the tires and all that have warmed up,
Slower class
this
car
set
ahead.
will be really good in traffic because it has a little bit of aero help.
Left side. Clear left.
Oh, good man. He saw you a long way off, went over and lifted for you. Well done, Nicholas. And now we're in the traffic. And now the low
right.
downforce cars. Oh, Marco's just had a
Gap
big
to
off
straight
behind
ahead is
you.
increasing. It's now
Left side. Clear left.
He did not negotiate the traffic correctly like you did.
No, that Dan.
So Tim has overtaken him. And Tim, his numbers are very close to ours. So he may be the legit dark horse here because I don't know how these
gap to Peterson
low
behind is
downforce cars are going to
increasing.
make
It's
it.
now 3.2 seconds. The track temperature is increasing. It's now 119 Fahrenheit.
Car right. Clear right. On your right. Clear right. On your left.
Slower
You're
class car
seeing
ahead.
a master of prototypes. Nathan has been driving the P2 a lot this year. He knows how to maneuver these type of cars very well. So you are seeing
On your left. Clear left.
a maestro at work here.
Right side. Clear right.
Okay, you've maintained the gap on Adam, by the way, in P2.
Yellow flag. Caution.
Yellow flag up ahead. It's a GT3. Okay.
On your right. Clear right.
Okay, the prototype immediate behind you is not on your lap. They had the big issue.
On your right. Clear right. Car left. Clear left.
Yellow flag.
Okay, GT3 off. Be very careful. There it is.
Busy fighting each other.
Car right. Clear right.
Make sure you're flashing your lights too, Nathan, as early as possible. Because the GT3s are in that, they're only in their own race syndrome, just looking at how they're racing. So be very cautious.
Car left. Clear left. On your left. Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
Okay, on the telemetry, P2 is having a little bit of struggle
Slower class car.
in the boot.
The gap
We are
to Peterson
considerably
behind is
better
now
in the boot
2.5 seconds.
versus P2.
Right side. Clear right.
And if the 40 gets near you, go ahead and send him. Because they're in the hurry up right now.
Clear right.
Here he comes.
Right side. Hold your line.
There's a group of slower cars
There you
ahead.
go.
Clear right.
Yeah, just let him go, because
On your left.
let him punch the way through for us, you know?
Yep.
Left side. Clear left.
Okay, Peterson got a very good run of traffic, but you are quicker. That's the 666 car.
On your right. Clear right.
Oh,
Slower
good
class
set,
car
good
ahead.
catch, good catch, good catch. That's okay, that's okay. That's the same car.
Come on, Glen. Don't panic. We'll get him back. P4.
Yeah, yeah, Tim just was in the right place to react. That's all it is. You are quicker
Car
than him.
left. Clear left.
He's just getting better runs in traffic. So this may be a case of the temporary alliance
Yeah.
situation. Because Adam and Leon are blitzkrieging the traffic because they have to. They don't have a choice. Like they're being very aggressive ahead of you
Car right, clear right.
because they have a little bit less downforce.
Slower
They
cars
can't
ahead.
afford to get
These
stuck.
guys are fighting for position. The group includes their class leader.
Okay,
This is
class
the half the
leader.
problem when you
Decreasing.
trim
It's now
out.
115
Yep.
Fahrenheit. The gap to
You have to go
Peters
hyper aggressive to
ahead is
keep the
now
downforce.
0.7.
So track temp 46.
Car right.
So this
Clear
track
right.
temp's coming to us here.
Car left. Clear left.
And here's why you have the smooth operator start the car. Because Nathan is already back on the gearbox. Okay, 777 car behind you is starting to make inroads. So we may need to get by. Because the 777 is starting to find their way here.
Looks like I'm quicker than Tim in the boot.
Yes, you are. Tim, looking at the telemetry, slightly less downforce. Like looking at speed deltas. So they've gone for a trimmed out car. But the Midwest esports team, they were in our split yesterday. And the Toyota had qualified very well, so they have natural pace. Just had terrible luck.
Temperature's falling. It's now 111 Fahrenheit.
How's the car feeling?
Lovely.
Nice.
Nice and smooth.
Just the way we want it. We want a very stable, predictable car for this heat. Because the left side tires here are going to get brutal.
Your lap time was at 131.4.
So kind of a temporary truce here. We're kind of just hanging out with Tim here.
Ahead is increasing. It's now 0.9.
We know from the telemetry he's slightly quicker in a straight line than we are. But we're a lot better in the middle third. We've stabilized the gap to P2. That's kind of the big thing. So Nathan on the modeling, the last
Okay, Glen, keep piling on the pressure. He'll make a mistake.
the last 3 laps we need to be very cautious of. P1 has had an off. P1 is dropping like a stone. I think it's just a standard off. They are going very, very slow. That's the yellow car. If you do not remember, they should be pitting. Yep, you've gone by them. Yeah, they just lost the car.
P3.
But remember, that was the 1,000 rated driver that could hot lap.
He can hot lap, but he doesn't look like he can.
Whole different story to race. Okay, Rebus is drawn up to you, and I'm okay with this because you 3 are starting to kind of gap people behind. So this is just fine. Oh, hang on, Lucy. Good catch. Good catch. Good catch. Break, 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 break. Oh, you've lost the rear wing. Okay. Fast repair is enabled. Come in right now, please.
Want me to come in for repairs? They've shown us the meatball flag.
Be very careful. You have no rear downforce.
Yeah. I think the tire's bust.
Oh, yep, you lost it. And, yep. We have inadvertently collected an innocent. Okay, easy, Nathan, because you're in that situation where, okay, so yeah, that guy behind you is having to, yeah. You got plenty of time behind you, no pressure. We're going to fill you up. We're going to put fresh rubber on.
The gap in front has increased. It's
The
now
bus
down to
stop
18 seconds.
the bus stop curbs, you have to hit it correct in this car every time, or that happens.
I think it was also the wash.
And the aero wash, yeah, and these cars are aero sensitive, so he was close enough to Tim where the front downforce got taken off the car. Okay, let's watch pit entry here. You're going to get full service here, Nathan.
Watch your speed. Pit lane speed limit is 40 miles per hour.
Full service.
430 meters.
Fast repair is on. We know others are going to have issues. Yep, we do have a fast repair, so we're going to take it now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
And we have a forward pit. Okay, you got a new rear wing. Remember, you're going to have cold tires when you come out. And so what's going to happen is I'm going to get in the car with an hour. And what I'm going to do is now shorten my drive time to the minimum. You're going to have a gaggle of cars on this merge, Nathan. It's bad. Bad. Oh, Nathan.
Fuck's sake.
Believe it or not.
Shown us the meatball flag.
Yeah.
To come in for repairs.
I told.
Yeah, go ahead and tow.
Fuck.
Cold tires. That's all it was. We're about to find out. That is the challenge of Watkins Glen in a nutshell right there. You've just seen it. All Nathan did is got stuck behind a car a little bit, lost the front just a tiny bit, small amount, loops it in the bus stop. He now takes a fast repair, and now he's in that I've got to make time up, because we know we can make time up mode. And when he hit the pit limiter, the car lit up. That is Watkins Glen in a nutshell. You've just seen. That's why this track is easy to race on, but hard to master. There it is.
Fuck.
So we're going to lose 2 laps. Plus whatever the repair time is. And the way that hit, that might be a very long repair. But
Mitchell has been disqualified.
a lot of people are going to have issues.
That was fucking annoying.
And to kind of give you an idea of when you're in the pit lane in the Glen, when you pass the commit cone, it's downhill and it never has any grip. Never has any grip. So that what just happened happens in real life, and it definitely happens in sim. So here's where we have to trudge forward because we know there's going to be issues. We know there's going to be issues. Okay, and the tail of the tape is
7.5 minutes.
that's not bad. So we've put on new tires. We're going to top it up. Okay, so that's going to leave us an hour and a half. I'm wondering if I should get in the car, drive my stint now, then have you bring it in. That may be the
Yeah,
smart
sure.
move.
Yeah, I think that is actually probably a good move. Get your stint,
Done.
and then it lets me just
You can just
power through
rip it all the way through. Okay. Because you and I know this race ain't over yet.
Nope.
There's no way this is over yet. Not with what we're seeing. So we're adopting the Nürburgring strategy of we're going to fix the car, put the gentleman driver in, get his stint out of the way. We know we have an extra stop. We can't avoid it. But we're expecting a lot more death. And so we'll drop down the field, but that's okay. Everything's going to be all right.
Yep.
Because we're going to lose quite a few laps. But Marco is stuck behind us. Michael Addison is stuck behind us. So here's a case where if we get to the top half again, or close to it, like fourth is in the lane, like there is all sorts of carnage happening. That's why you never give up unless it is so clear that you need to give up.
A lot of people disconnecting.
Mm-hmm.
Evan Davis disconnected.
Yep. Oh, this is the race of survival. So that's why you have to be very flexible in strategy, because a lot of these hybrids are in and out of sequence. So we're just going to fix our stuff. I'm going to be very cautious in traffic now. And obviously that bus stop, yeah, I'm going to be avoiding that bus stop at all cost.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 107 Fahrenheit.
But that was the Doobie Bros that retired.
Yeah. And they're a pretty good team. Like, they were right up there with us.
Yeah, that was the 40 car.
So we know all the hybrids are out of sequence that are in already, and that's half of the hybrid field. So there's and look at this, a P11 just towed. Oh yeah, he's got to make some laps now.
Oh yeah, they wrecked it, Outlaw.
Mm-hmm. So we can get it fixed, and away we go. So now, very important that I have a clean stint. Because I think if I drive the clean stint now, we're going to gain a lot of positions. Okay, we have about a minute left on the requireds, but I'm taking them all because in this car you need to take them all. And remember, Dwayne, be very gentle off of the pit limiter. You know what the car wants to do. And you have cold tires. Drive to the plan. So now what's going to happen is I'm going to get in, try to knock out my stint, and see where we're at, knowing Nathan has got an hour. So he's got an extra stop. So I think for that last stop, let's just do fuel only. Unless the left, like, we'll take, actually, let's just take left sides and fuel only on that final stop. Just to minimize pit lane time.
Yep.
Good news, water temp is only 55 Celsius, oil temp is only at 90. So,
Nice.
so the motor should be okay. Okay, so we're now in the optionals. And now I get to face the traffic. And what you're going to see is two very different styles. Nathan flows to the traffic. I tend to be very cautious to the traffic. And the thing about the BMW Sim Cup is this is the one-off. They only have one time slot. So you can't just go, oh, I've had a bad run, I'm going to do this other one. You only have one chance. So 8 minutes of repair. So 8 minutes is 3, 6, 5 laps, basically. Basically 5 laps plus the tow. The laps are quick here. But yep, here's full tilt philosophy. We just don't give up.
Yep. In it till the end.
But that kind of gives us a good warning for the 6 hours, you know?
Yep.
That we need to handle the whole pit procedure, both the entry and the exit, with extreme caution. Because all you did was hit the pit limiter. That's all you did.
It just came off pit limiter, lipped it around.
And instant loop.
Yep. Instantly lit him up.
So in the caddy, that's going to be even more prevalent because all the power is right there.
Yeah.
So what we may need to do is, what we may need to tell folks is, when you come off the limiter, you need to be in second gear. Instead of first. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to try that now. All right, here we go. So I'm in second already.
Pit exit's clear. You're approaching
Yeah.
a group of slower cars.
That's better. Yep. Second gear. So let's remember that.
Clear left.
Yep.
Is you cannot leave the pit in first gear.
On your right.
Okay, right.
Blue flag.
Clear right.
So
Clear.
I may not chat a lot. I'm going to just listen to Nathan and concentrate very hard on steadying the ship. But that's where Nathan has learned to trust me, because he knows I'm not going to do anything silly.
Yep.
Coming up on
It's
a
kind of
slower
something
class
you
car.
build when you do so many races with each other.
Yep.
Far left.
Car left.
Still there.
Blue flag.
Still there.
Hold your line. Clear
See what I
left.
said, how the GT3s are faster?
Yep.
There's the example. That's why you got to do your homework.
On your
Keep going
right,
right, go
clear
left.
right.
And there's
Remember, double caution.
3 prototypes in the lane.
Glen, keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. P15.
Time to go to work, Glen.
Yep. Remember, still double caution on this one.
Oh, yes, 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 thank you. Yeah, straight line speed is good. Yeah, the TC is not quite hitting as hard for me as it is for you. And the
Yeah.
bus stop, and I think that's what may have caught you out too, is a little bit less aero. I agree with that, but also the TC, the way it hits in this car.
Yep.
It's not a subtle TC for those wondering. It is instantaneous.
Car left.
Okay.
Clear left.
Car
Blue
left.
flag.
Clear.
On your left.
Another car left.
I was flashing hard.
Yep.
Big time.
Right side.
Blue flag.
Car right.
Clear right.
And clear.
Retract
And one of the
right
big
in, it's
takeaways
now
I have from my
107,
season
590.
is how much I have grown in this style of car because I've been able to race with Nathan.
Yep.
He didn't see me.
No.
I flashed,
Didn't see it.
Car right.
I flashed, and I hit the brake.
Blue flag.
And that's where you have to assume, folks, he didn't see me. You notice,
He-
dude, why are you braking so late?
Right side.
Blue flag.
Clear right.
Like, he just coasted that in there.
Yeah, I think it was
On
the
your
car.
right. Clear right.
There's a
Like-
P2 had an issue.
Like,
Blue flag. Okay, Glen, the next car
like
is
I'm
Glen.
anticipating it, and I even broke early. But I think that was a 0 to 4X, so I think the front's okay. The front feels fine.
Yeah, there was a hybrid off. It was
Yeah.
really slow.
Okay.
Yeah, car looks fine on my side.
But this is where I've noticed my driving has improved, and that's the thing you have to remember, folks, is if you want to improve in anything, associate yourself with people who are better than you.
Fair
Nathan
moment. Yeah,
is
no, on
much,
12X.
much better than I.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 111.
And so having this format really helps.
Clear left.
And I think I set up the car better now because I've been driving it.
Yes.
So,
All it matter of getting used to it.
I'm on the flash
Left
button,
side.
man.
Clear left.
Blue flag.
On your left. Clear left.
I flashed a long way back.
Gilbert in front is pitting.
On your right. Clear right.
Blue flag.
He braked in the middle of the corner there when he shouldn't. So yeah, we definitely have some weaker GT3 drivers. Definitely. Like, I am noticing this, the way they're going about things.
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
Yeah, the car's singing now. It's singing. It's a happy car again.
P15.
So for me, it's a controlled sprint.
Yeah, controlled.
I am on the flash
Right.
button hard,
Right.
man.
Blue flag.
Yep, you're clear. You're not going to make it. So
No, I'm.
Track temperature's rising.
And here's where driving with Nathan has really helped, because in the first couple of
Right
races,
side.
I didn't know how to judge those situations.
Blue flag. You're approaching a group of slower cars.
Now I'm a lot better because I just go, you know what? I know what to do there.
go
All
left,
right. Clear right.
and you're clear.
I can just lay off.
Blue flag.
Far left. Clear left.
And you're clear.
And the thing that Nathan does really good is he's very good on the flash button. He only does it when he needs to. He's not spamming it.
Slower class car ahead. This is okay. Keep those exit speeds up. 14th.
Flash.
Left side. Clear left.
Blue
Saw
flag.
ya.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go left.
On your right. Clear right.
Clear.
I am so spamming this button right now, dude.
Left side. Clear left.
Blue
Oh.
flag.
And as you see, I do have the pace as I'm closing down on 10th. And yes, I will have to say, this is the series where the enjoyment of driving these cars has really been enhanced, because I haven't had any pressure because I know my co-driver is really good, and now I can just relax. In the first couple of races, I wasn't as relaxed because I was admittedly a little nervous and a little underprepared. But I have fixed that.
That you have.
On your left.
Coming up on a slower class
Oh,
car.
here's our.
Blue flag.
Oh, this is that car. Notice how I lifted.
Clear right.
Yeah.
I was ready. I was ready.
You can even see he jolted right when he saw you.
Mm-hmm. They're not
So he's
driving
not
with a
confident
mirror or a
in what he
relative.
does.
You can tell.
Car left. Clear left. On your left.
Clear.
Nope. He's right there at the
Clear
quarter.
Still fucking there.
Yeah, he sent it.
Blue flag.
But he's
Slower car
P2.
ahead.
He's trying to
Five
keep
seconds
up.
leader.
Yeah.
So I can understand why he did that. And here's where driving a season in the M4 has really helped me. Because this was one of the races with at the Glen. Had pretty good results in that car.
Blue flag.
Hold it.
On your right.
Mm-hmm.
Clear right.
Oh, he actually looks like he lifted.
He did lift. Here's
He's
where
got to stay in turn one.
Left
Not
side.
even.
Okay, Dwayne. There's a car exiting the pits. Heads up.
Clear left.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 119 Fahrenheit.
oh, I want the track tent to go up. Let it go up. This car's great when it's hot.
Leanne has just been disqualified.
Track temp is 48.3 at the moment.
Yes, let it get hot. Hot.
Slower class car ahead. Yellow
Got
flag
Leon behind
pulling
you.
away. The gap behind is now 14 seconds.
Oh, come on, dude. Come on, Leon. What the frack are you doing? You
What
see
was
me
he
trying to
doing?
get by.
We've been called into the
Car's
pits by
broke.
the stewards for repairs. Blue flag.
I got a tow.
Okay, tow it.
It's look at this. I slowed down to try to get because I'm blocked, and Leon
Yeah, the
just
GT3 didn't know what he was doing.
he didn't know his
Because he went right and then juked left as you decided to go left.
Yep.
So he was
And
in right in the middle of the track, and then Leon
Yep.
just ran into the back. Yeah.
of course. Let's just run in the back of me.
Thank you.
You're on team.
I'm not even going to say anything because a lot of these people don't know any better.
Yep.
Like, I didn't do anything wrong there. I'm on the inside, and he cuts over. So I've had to slow up. And Leon says, oh, I'm going to go shoot the gap that's disappearing.
Yep.
No, you don't put the car in that position there. And that's why you're a 1,000 rated driver. Now we know why.
And that
The car in front is pitting.
That is why,
And
Leon, you're a 1,000 rated driver.
and the GT3 got away with it. Didn't even get touched.
Mm-hmm. That's why. So now he's coming back in to fix damage, but I'm going to show you his position. We're going to use this as a teaching moment. Because sometimes we learn. Okay, so let's back it all the way up. We're going to back it all the way up. Okay, here we go. So let's start here. Okay, because we got serious damage. I know we do. Okay, so here is P3 in class. Okay.
I'll check the.
Check how bad the
Oh
damage is.
fuck!
Yeah. I knew it was significant.
35 minutes.
Yep. So that's end of race for us.
Yep.
So let's show you on the replay. So you are P3. Okay. You are coming up against a back marker. So I don't know if Nathan has my stream up or not.
Yep.
Okay. So you come in. At this point, you should realize 3 things. 1, the car in front of you is driving this conservatively. 2, you have a GT3 car ahead of you. 3, I'm going to have a lot more exit speed. I better pay attention. So he now sends it, and now he's here. Okay. So far, he managed the first problem.
Track temperature's decreased.
He's got out of the bus stop.
15 Fahrenheit.
But what he has to know is, I'm going to follow the car in front of me. Okay? I've already chose to go right, and now I'm boxed. I now have to come over, because otherwise I'm in the grass. And when you see this, you should be hitting the brakes. Assume there's an issue coming ahead of you. You are too close. The GT3 car is coming over, and notice the car squared. And now that's why we're out of the race. Because our car is very, very broke. 30 minutes of repair, yeah, that's a whole rebuild. However, that means, wait a minute, have I even met fair share yet?
You have.
Okay. That means we may fix the car
The track temperature's falling.
and
It's
put
now
Nathan back in,
111
or we can retire the car. But here is why you're 1,000 I rating. At this point, once I've made the committal move, okay, once I've committed, you should back off. Right here, folks. You should back way off. You should be coasting or braking. He's on the gas. Now you know why they're 1,000 I rated. Here it is. The key word is anticipation. If Nathan is in this situation, he is not full gas at this point. He will actually slow pedal or slow or coast the car because he needs time to figure out where to go. Because notice the GT3 does this, and I'm like, okay, I have to react to the car. He's still on full gas. He never lifted. He channels his inner Ayrton Senna. He's going for a gap that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And that is why you're 1,000 I rated. Here it is. Folks, it is not hard to get 1,500 I rating in iRacing. You just have to be smarter than most people. It's not hard.
Yeah.
I'm living proof of it.
Hello, you start at 1250.
You start at 1250. And this guy dropped. And there's your end result. Because the GT3 car made an error. And so did you. Mine is a reaction, where do I go? Because I think the GT3 is going to run me off the road.
Yep.
Why
Because
would
at
you
his
why
trajectory
would you
point,
head dead
he was.
left? Just think about it. If I went dead straight, he goes dead left and makes it 3 wide. Because that's where he's going. That's why you're 1,000 I rated, Leon. You drive a lot faster than 1,000 I rating. The problem is you have no racecraft. That is why you were on the pole, but now you're sitting here in the pit lane with a damaged car, and now you've taken out one of your competitors.
Decreasing. It's now 103 Fahrenheit.
Nathan, I think we should call it.
I would agree.
So, folks, unfortunately, sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. And that's the nature of it. That's the nature of it. And, poor Nathan here, bus stop gives and it takes. And then the whole pit road thing. But what have we learned? The first thing we've learned is traffic management is everything at Watkins Glen.
Yep.
And we were managing the traffic pretty good. Second, we now know on pit lane, entry and exit needs to be practiced a lot. Nathan is a 2K strength driver, and he spun it. What does that tell you? What does it tell you? It can happen to anyone. So we now know second gear, leaving the pit, don't screw around with the pit exit.
Yep.
What else did we learn, Nathan?
Patience is a virtue when you're dealing with traffic.
Patience and virtue and anticipation thereof.
And never judge a quick lap time, because it could just be a hot lapper, not a racecraft driver.
The margin of error at the Glen is very small. It's very small, and you've now seen it. And sometimes those things happen. You have races like that, you just go, what can you do? But we now know, because we're going to tell the team, hey, you need to do these things. This is what we learned in hot track temps. So, so Nathan, how was the car evolving through it? It seemed like the car was really good as the track was hot.
With the heat coming in, it was getting super predictable.
Yeah, like
it was just that curb and aero wash at the same time just caught me out.
And so that's the other thing, is driving a high downforce car, you now have to consider keeping air on the nose. And I think you have to keep the air on the nose on most of the corners there.
Yep.
I think you actually have to do that.
And I reckon for members of the team who want to drive hybrids, Cadillacs, start in something lower with downforce.
Yep. Like, if the Radical fixes that car to where it actually drives better, you are going to need to get your distance in.
Yep.
You're going to need to do it, because here's a case where Nathan did his prep, I did my prep, and that happened. Yep. I'll tell you right now, and I'll put it in the Discord. For those driving the hybrid, we're going to recommend a minimum of 500 kilometers. Now, if you drive 555 kilometers, that's 100 laps at Watkins Glen, by the way. So keep that measurement in mind. We're going to recommend 500 kilometers of preparation minimum. Because here's two pretty experienced drivers, and we're struggling.
Yep.
And so, Nathan, you think that's a fair number for preparation? 500K?
500K, yeah, for sure. Especially when you're going to have the Cadillac involved, which is going to be a naturally aspirated lunacy of a thing.
So let me explain how the power curve is going to work. You brought up a very good point, Nathan. In the BMW, when you hit the gas, there's a short delay, and then the turbo kicks in. So in first gear, Nathan had that lag, and that's what broke the rears when the turbo hit. Okay. In the Caddy, however, all your power is on demand. So when you hit the gas, it is instantaneous. Now, on cold tires, that car is going to scare me. Like coming out of pit lane, it's going to scare me. Yeah, because when you hit it, all 650 brake horses right there. So, I think going forward in the Caddy on pit lane exits, unless you are really good, Nathan and I are going to recommend exit in second gear. Because now the wheels spin when everything hits, it's a taller gear, and now it doesn't break the rear as much.
Yep.
So I think that's what we're going to recommend. But yeah, do the prep work. Like, honestly, I think after the patch and all that comes in, I think we need to host a session. I think we need to host a session for the team, set it to 6-hour, specifications,
Yep.
and do it in the hottest part of the day. Because we now know all the GT3 sets, the vast majority of them are no longer valid.
No, especially when there's no mapping anymore.
Because the rear toe is now at 1.5 mil. It's not 0. Because before you could get it, I think, to 0. Now you got to have more positive rear toe is what we're referring to. So in the old days in iRacing, so let me describe toe. So let's say, let me find, do I have a round object?
Okay. I got to jump, Dwayne, but
Yep.
thank you for today, and I shall
You're
chat
welcome.
to you later on, buddy.
Yep. Thank you, Nathan.
Bye, folks. Have a good one.
So I'm going to explain this briefly before I end the stream. So let's say this is your tire. Okay. This is your tire. So camber is the in or out measurement from the vertical plane. In camber, out camber. So positive, negative. The toe is the left and right. So positive toe is to the inside of the, let's see. Positive toe is always get these wrong. Positive toe is to the out, negatives to the in. Okay. So all the GT3s are changed now. So that rear toe measurement was 0, like neutral. Now you got to have a positive number. So it's got to point slightly out. So all the GT3 sets got to be redone. So we got a lot of work ahead of us. But that's how the cookie crumbles, right? Anyway, my friends, we're going to let you go. Thank you to Nathan. Thank you to all of you out there. As always, take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. God bless.